All that no rim, we back with another video. I go by the name of Steph. We got Teddy White 45, dope boy. Good, my boys, man.
What's up with it, my brother?
Oh man,
my brothers. What's going on?
Yo. So NBA Summer League, man, and had the draft. We didn't really get on here and talk about that, but we had the draft. Oh, we did. I think we did talk about the draft for a little. But we
sure
really
did.
Haven't been back on here since. We'll start being consistent with the summer content starting now. But before we get to that, if this is your first time to the channel, please hit that sub button, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the topics today, which the first topic is, we'll talk about these Kings rookies, man. Nique Clifford and Maxime Reynaud. I'm just going to get straight to it. I like it.
To it.
I like what I'm seeing. Now, I said this when we drafted the two. I wasn't familiar with them, but when I did some research, I looked at their numbers first. I'm like, okay, cool numbers. I started looking at the tapes and the highlights and the past games. From Stanford with Maxime, and then we had Colorado State with Nique. And I was like, yo, I like what I see. So I was kind of excited for Summer League. Now they get in here. Both these dudes. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did they win the game today?
They did win.
Yeah.
They won that.
They're 4-0 right. They're 4-0 right now.
They might win the Summer League championship. I believe the championship is this weekend.
3 times. We going for 3 times Summer League.
I was about to say they end up winning that joint. What, a couple years now?
3. But man, so just real quick before I kick it to y'all, we got like I said, Maxime Reynaud. He is averaging 14.3. He's averaging about 8.6 rebounds. I think he's shooting like 40 from shooting 30% from 3-point line right now. He's hitting his free throws. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit. I saw a little bit of post game.
Yeah,
I'm seeing rebounding. I'm seeing scoring. And I don't know if y'all saw the interview today when they were playing the Summer League game. He is a really smart dude. I loved a lot of what he was saying. He's ready to come in. Same thing with Nique. And these guys look like they're NBA ready. Nique averaging 18.5. He's averaging about 6 rebounds. Shooting well from the free throw line, 85% from the free throw line. 52% from 3.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Shooting it efficient.
So, man, almost 60% from the field. 5. What's your thoughts on these two rookies, man? And the main question I want to know is, can they come in? Here, okay, let me back up a little bit. Will the Kings play these guys right away? Because I feel like it's necessary to do so, especially with transitioning over from the Fox era. You need to see you got to build some of these younger guys back up. I don't want to see these two in Stockton, but what's your opinion? Can they help this team win next year?
I mean, I feel like both of these guys fill a position that is needed.
Me too.
I felt just like you, Steph, but like you mentioned earlier, you felt good once we drafted these players, right? For Sacramento Kings fans, our biggest thing is everybody that we draft, the first thing that we do is they go up to Stockton and we wait until the development.
Yep.
These two players right here, because of age and the time that they've spent in college, I feel like they're already ready to go.
They're ready to go.
Clifford today had 19. I want to say he was 7 for 8, 3 for 3, for 3 with 24 minutes. So if these guys can come in, be consistent, find a role, because really their role is what we lack on this team: a big man, a consistent guard. Man, I like the direction of what these young fellas are doing. Don't get me wrong, it's Summer League, right? So we ain't gonna jump out the window.
No,
because of the Summer League. But the thing is,
but they're showing some things. They're showing some things. They're showing that they can play basketball.
Exactly. At minimum, you want your rookies to show a spark, right? And both these guys are past the spark. We're 4-0 again. We're going for that 3-time Summer League. We're gonna take them how we get them.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, for sure. How you feel about it, Doughboy?
Doughboy, what's your thoughts, man?
I didn't get to really watch too many games. I was locked in today to go ahead and watch the game today, but I have been seeing great things in regards to both of them via Twitter, through text messages amongst the brothers, you know what I'm saying, in other group chats. With Nique Clifford, you know, I like him. I like the way he plays. You know, he plays hard on defense. He's a two-way player. He plays hard on defense from what I've seen today. He plays hard on offense. He can put the ball on the floor, create his own shot from what it seems like. He's shooting the ball from behind the arc at a high percentage. So I feel like, you know, it's like where are you going to place him at now? Like, what is going to be his position when he comes to this team? Because he can play, I guess, from what they were saying,
people were saying he could play
two
point.
different or three different positions. Yeah, he can play point. I mean, are you going to play? How you going to play?
Right now, he can
point?
play 1 through 3 right now. You know
three, right? Exactly, and that's what they've been saying about him. Yeah, they were saying that about him coming out of college. That he can play three positions, which is 1 through 3. So you got to figure out how are you going to go ahead and utilize him to his best ability to where he can go ahead and contribute. Reynaud, man, you know, I liked what I seen with him too as well. You know, a 7-footer who can put the ball on the floor. You know, 7-footer who can go ahead and shoot an outside shot, who can put you down on the low block and post you up. He kind of reminds me of Chet. You know what I'm saying? The body frame that he has.
That's what I said too.
Not too bulky. Yeah, not too bulky. Kind of lanky, but can put the ball on the floor, create his own shot, can go ahead and put his back against the rim, you know, and get down there and body some people up. So it's going to definitely be interesting to see what these guys roles are going to be once season starts, once training camp starts. And we'll just have to like go from there. But I do feel like Nique Clifford probably be the draft can continue to get this up. We didn't see that at all.
I think both could be the fact. Because the thing about it is, you know, it's crazy because when I look at both, I'm like, man, like I get excited about Maxime, but I'm like, oh, I'm excited about Nique, and it's like, man, it's like which one? Like both of these dudes, bro, Scott Perry and that front office, they knocked it out of the park.
They did. They Dougie. Yeah, they did. They Dougie on scouting for sure.
The fact that, like we said in the last video, getting into the first round to make that pick, and then that's what you come away with.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to him.
I've been seeing. Go ahead.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? Today, if the season started, do you guys feel like this roster is better the way it's constructed right now? If we started the season with this team right now, do you guys feel as if this Sacramento Kings is better than the one last year?
The roster, yes. And the reason I say that is because we still have pretty much everybody except Fox, but you're adding is the thing. If you add Reynaud and you add, you know, Clifford to the main roster, I feel like that's where you give your team depth and you become younger. You know what I'm saying? So adding youth and you're adding depth if you bring these guys up, you know, to your main roster. And I do feel like they're ready, and I do feel like this makes the team better. Still have I want to talk about Devin Carter looking a little better. That first I don't know if you guys saw the first summer league game, didn't look too good.
He didn't look good the very first summer league game. No,
he bounced back, scored like 30. You know, and he's trying to learn how to be a point guard on the fly. He's not a natural point guard, but the Kings need him to be right now. They need him to back up point, so he's working on that. I feel like he's going to continue to get better. I love the Dennis Schroeder pickup. You know, I do feel like we paid slightly overpaid for him, but you know, sometimes you got to do things like that. In need,
right?
You know, so I do like that pickup. He's a veteran. He knows how to play. He's a point guard. He's a quintessential point guard. So he's gonna, you know, and he played really well for Detroit, but he wasn't starting. Aiden Cunningham had that assignment out there as a starting point. He played well off of the bench. Now he's gonna get starting minutes. Look for him to be, you know, I say like I think he's gonna average about 7 assists a night, 7-8 assists.
Okay.
Maybe about
it's a lot.
13 points, 14 points around there. I think he's going to have a good season. I think he's going to have a good season. Good 3-ball. He can run the pick and roll. So to answer your question, I do feel like we are better than we were last season as far as the roster. I don't feel like last year's roster was bad, but you know, now it's just about Doug putting it together. Doug, can you get you get this team to play in a system, stick to the system, and have success in that system? One thing I text y'all earlier, and it's funny, I text y'all this, but then I saw them, I heard them talking about it broadcast today. They were talking about how the offense is pretty much, I think was it Maxime Reynaud said this, but somebody said it. No, it was a commentator. Offense is pretty much they want to score in the first 16 seconds, right? So they want to get to the rack, and if they can't get to the rack, shoot a 3. They want that all done in the first 16 seconds.
Fast pace.
So fast pace, 3-ball, get to the rack. So it's going to be at the rim or shooting a 3. They said, if they have to settle for a mid-range or whatever, they will. But that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that's going to develop with the main roster. And I was kind of watching once because I was kind of watching, okay, what are they doing? And then when the commentator said that, I was like, okay, let me watch and see. So I was watching. They were kind of executing. I was like, okay, I see it. But
Okay.
so I'm excited. It sounds like they got a system in place that they want to implement. Hopefully it works. I do want to see them get better defensively. That's the main thing, because I don't think they're gonna have too many issues scoring the ball. But they gotta buy into defense. So 4-5, yes, I do feel like this roster is a better team, better roster last season. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Kind of piggyback off what you were saying, because I know that we talked about this over the last several different episodes that we've got on here and filmed, and you said that the Kings were only out of like what the not even the playing game but the actual playoff team within like what a few games or so that they kind of like blew, where they should have won. So if they were doing that during that time frame and that roster wasn't as equipped as this roster is, it's going to go ahead and be
a lot of turmoil last year too. We got to account for that.
It definitely was.
We got to account for the turmoil because that affected the locker room.
It definitely takes away from the team. I agree.
So you don't have that this year.
So nah. And so with that, you got a fresh start. Like I said, I'm curious to see how they're going to go ahead and conduct this starting lineup. If Nique Clifford continues to keep playing like this and he continues to keep playing hard like this throughout training camp and through preseason, do you go ahead and say, hey, DeRozan, we need you to go ahead and take a back seat, come off the bench?
They ain't gonna do that.
Right, no, I know, but
I wish they would, but they not.
Hey, but I know they ain't. But I'm just you got to look at sometimes you got to look at that though, man.
To me, is more like, and you put him. You know what I liked about him too? He plays defense.
He does. That's what I said.
A lot of effort on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying, from both the rookies. No,
definitely. So, and then another thing I was gonna say too as well is that I don't know how you guys feel about this, because like I said, I was kind of listening to what Teddy was saying as far as like what we thought about it. We've always said this through the last, I'm gonna say 2 years. What do we do with Sabonis? Does Sabonis stay at the 5, or do we bump him down to the 4 and let Reynaud come in and play the 5?
It's looking like he's gonna stay there, but it's funny that because we've all been talking about this for several seasons now.
Yes.
And I saw somebody, I wish I could, like, I think I was watching the D-Lo and KC show, and I think somebody called in and was asking them, like, hey, so mean that Sabonis can play the 4 now? We can put Maxime with the 5? Because I've been saying, I feel like he's been playing, and I feel like that's one of our Achilles' heels.
Yes.
Is because I feel like he's playing out of
position. You're sliding everybody down to play their natural positions. Let's just be honest.
But the more I'm hearing is that he wants to play the 5 though, and I don't know. If he.
Well, I thought that was one of the reasons why, and don't quote me on this, but I thought that was one of the reasons why he wanted to get traded up out of Indiana, because Indiana they were playing him at the 4, Miles Turner at the 5.
Yeah,
I thought that was like one of the main reasons why he wanted to leave Indiana, because he wanted to play more of the 5 than the actual 4.
I would just like to see.
I could be wrong.
I would just like to see Sabonis, like some of the pressure come off of him defensively. I feel like he's asked to do way too much down low, because he's like the only big on the court. Keegan's not a big. You know what I mean? So
no, he's not. So that's why I said if you have Reynaud in here, do you slide? Well, just hypothetically, it's okay. Let's put him in the 4. Do you slide him into the 4 spot? Let him play the 4. Keegan, you go down to the 3. I don't know who's gonna play the 2. Who's gonna play the 2 or the 3, or the 2 or the 3, because you got Levine and DeRozan that's there. So like you're still playing.
I think we'll see it in spurts. I think we're going to see it in spurts, but I don't think it's going to be like a permanent thing.
But how you start this? So you start the game off with pretty much Reynaud on the bench, and you're going to go ahead and run with pretty much Sabonis.
That's what they're going to do.
Keegan, Fox. Not Fox, but DeRozan, Levine, and Schroeder. Oh my goodness!
I know.
I don't like it.
It's crazy, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why we lose some of these games, man. I feel like we're undersized against other teams.
Undersized.
Height, strength,
yes.
Again, Keegan's not a 4. I don't know why people keep trying to think that he's not. What's crazy? People are so jaded by what they see, because they feel like, because he's been playing a 4. Keegan's a 4. No, Keegan's a natural 3. Keegan can guard wings and he can guard guards. Power forwards don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
and power forwards are better rebounders, and he's doing well with with what he's being asked to do. But I just feel like he would get more out of Keegan if he playing the wing,
playing his natural position. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
but that's why I said that's like, man, it's like the interchangeable. It's like what do you do with that roster right now, and who do you start, who you have come off the bench? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, now that you got Nique Clifford there, you still have Monk on the team, you still have Ellis on the team. You got Devin Carter, who's supposed to be your I guess backup point guard. How are you gonna go ahead and facilitate these minutes to all these players that's on this team like this? How do you get creative with it?
Let's kind of piggyback off what Doughboy just said. What are your thoughts on this current roster right now? I feel like before the season starts, there needs to be. I know that we were looking at Inga. We offered the Warriors a trade. He pretty much said, not enough. Nobody else really offered them anything. So now I'm hearing that they're going to bring him back and maybe trade him at the trade deadline or something like that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Warriors could use Devin Carter. Maybe they can get more out of him than we could. But I guess they didn't want the Sarge Devin Carter package. What are your thoughts on the Kings roster? Do you feel like there needs to be another move made or more moves made before the season starts, or pretty much it and we're going to come in with the roster as is?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe one more move, but if nothing's done, and if we go into the season or if we're going to training camp with this as the team, then I wouldn't be surprised either. I feel like through the draft we addressed some things, right? The needs that we needed. I feel like we have a lot of people that plays the same position. The thing is, right now we're in a situation where the players that we're holding on to doesn't hold value, right? So, and Scott Perry is a guy where in the past, Sacramento King organization would have let him go DeRozan or Levine or anybody else that has been in trade talks for nothing, right? So I think Scott Perry's taking the mentality of, you know what, I'll hold on to what I have, let it build its revenue up, and then we can address it from there. Because there's nothing wrong going into the season, regardless of what everybody's opinion is, if this is the team right now, right? We lack the point guard and we lack the big man, right? And we address those things, right?
Yeah.
They may be younger, but at least we know the direction that we're going, and we corrected some things that we needed from last season. So, I mean, let the value build up. By the time All-Star break next year, right, I feel like the same people that they're saying hold no value will hold a little bit more value by the time All-Star break comes around.
Right. No, I agree with you. I feel like what he's saying on that one as well. It's just like he kind of like just let the rosters ride with what you got right now. See what you go ahead and kind of, build with throughout training camp, through preseason, then the regular season, and then if nothing, is coming of success with it, then revisit the fact of, okay, who can we who can we come up off of, and who can we get back in return?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, I would like to see one more move, but the move I want to see, I know is not going to happen.
No, I think we all want that move.
Y'all know. I mean, not because I hate him. I just feel like DeRozan doesn't really fit the future for this team. And I feel like they're kind of. I don't even know if they even tried to move him. I didn't hear any rumors about him like being shopped. I think the one thing we heard kind of early on in the summer was like a Miami Heat thing package or something like that. I'm not sure how much that was legitimate or not. I didn't hear anything else. I'm not even sure if they tried to shop him, honestly.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I do feel like there's some teams that could use him. I feel like he'd be great in Denver. So I would have liked to, MPJ, DeRozan, like, but they shipped him over to.
They shipped him out.
Shipped him out to Brooklyn.
To Brooklyn. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, that was a slept-on move. Cam Johnson over there. That was a slept-on move. Tim Hardaway Jr. over there.
Man, they making noise
Denver
over there, bro.
Quietly.
They making noise. Brock Brown,
so
they got
I don't know,
Brock
like
Brown back.
But with that said, us bringing this roster back is looking like we're going to bring the majority of this roster back. Yeah. I was in the mindset, I kept preaching that I don't feel like it was broken. It just I think this it's going to depend. Doug Christie's going to have to do his Dougie on it. Like literally, Dougie's going to do his Dougie
for sure
on this, because you have guys that we know can play basketball. Can you put all these puzzle pieces together and make it all fit
together?
Into one big picture? If we can get to 50 wins, I won't complain. I think this roster is talented enough to get to 50.
Does 50 wins put you into a playing game, or does it?
No. I think
50 wins
put you into
the playoffs.
I think you're top 6 if you get 50.
In the deep Western Conference.
If you get 50, I think you're top 6.
Yeah, that's about right. Let me say this right too. Also, you guys said something about what I like to see another move. I feel like this team isn't one move away. That's why we haven't also went out and did something. I feel like they're also, and I said this in the group chat too, I feel like they're lining up future financial situations, because for so long, the Kings, and we can go back to Maloof's time, we've always took on bad contracts, and it's always hindered us. We can go back to Francisco Garcia. We can go back to blah, blah, blah. Like, we can go Kenny Tom. Like, we can go back.
Right?
Right?
Who was your boy? John Salmon.
John Salmon. Come on, man. Come on. We can go to Salmon. John Salmon.
John Salmon,
like,
that was an ugly tale, too. Yeah,
I'm
that
true to this, baby. So my thing is, you know what? Scott Perry is coming in with a different mindset, and he's going to try to free things up. I think within the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to see some things done from Scott Perry.
Well, here's the thing.
Was unexpected.
But here's the thing, though, right? You got to think. All right, so you're not paying Brad a supermax. He's gone in San Antonio, right? Now DeRozan, he's probably the second highest pace on the team. He's pretty much not going to be here next year, right?
No.
Who are you paying after that? You know what I'm saying? You got Sabonis. I mean, there's going to be some money.
And you also got another year of Levine right now.
Malik is probably going to be gone. I can see Malik
up.
being gone by trade deadline. So, you know, he's making about 20.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of money coming off the books. We're going to have some money to maneuver
Yeah,
now.
to go ahead.
But here's the thing. What do you do with that cap space? Are you going to try to go for big free agents? Now, here's the thing, right? I know people would always say, like, oh, Sacramento, oh, small market, nobody wants to come here. But if you got that bag, if you got enough money and you get that right player who feel like, okay, I can come in here, who knows?
Not just that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still not sold on that, man.
Well, the reason I say that is because I think you're Double. I think you're underestimating that people want that. They want that bag. Like they want that bag. Like I'm
not
telling
just
you,
the bag.
I get it. I get it for sure.
Not just the bag. Not just the bag, but also understand in order to sometimes get that free agent is a relationship.
Yeah.
We got somebody that's a GM right now.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about, don't look at Sacramento right now. Well, it's Sacramento. These dudes is here for 4 months and they're gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The thing here is that what's going to get me there is the relationship.
Also,
well,
but,
and I think
here's,
that's,
but also too,
and I think that's
also too,
and I think that's where that's go ahead.
Also too, what's going to get players here is being attractive. Now that's where we talk about these young players, the Maxime Reynaud, we talk about the Nique Cliffords, talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Keegan Murray, Keon Ellis. You know what I mean? If you look attractive and you still got a piece like Sabonis, say like, you know, DeRozan's gone a year, say Monk is gone in a year, but you got all these young pieces in Sabonis. Somebody's like, hey, all right, they're
gonna do what KD just did. They're gonna do what KD just did.
That's some exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Right. So, you know,
those young fellas is over there balling. I need to go be a part of that.
Yeah,
like,
I need to be a part of that.
They got structure from top to bottom, from coaching. They got future, right? Why wouldn't I? And it's not of course, who's going to turn down Houston? My goodness,
right?
But I'm just saying, like
any of them Texas teams who going to turn them down? You know what I'm
saying? I think if you're attractive enough, if you're winning, like if you can win some games. You have attractive young talent, and it looks like you have a structure that you can build on. I think you. And here's the thing, y'all gotta realize too. Here's another part. We're in a different day and age. These young kids,
Sacramento what it was 30 years ago.
Sacramento's, but also they're not tripping off markets. They're not tripping off all the. Like New York can't get a free agent. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks can get a free agent to save their life. Nobody's tripping off the large markets no more. Nobody's tripping off the Lakers. Nobody's tripping off the Knicks.
You know what?
Nobody's tripping off the Miamis no more. Like they're not tripping off these teams no more. I'm telling you,
Teddy made a good statement just a minute ago, and that was saying pretty much about building relationships. It goes back to what we were talking about, how, like, the Maloofs, how were they able to go ahead and get Mike Bibby to come to Sacramento? How were they able to go ahead and get Chris Webber to come here? How were they able to go ahead and get Bobby Jackson and these other players to contribute? Yeah, Brad Miller and them to contribute and actually compete with the Lakers and the San Antonio Spurs and things of that nature. So. Hey, I mean, we not gonna relive that, but we know the reason why they didn't win. But it's neither here nor there. They could have got it. But I'm just saying, if they can find a formula like that to bring in somebody that can buy into that system, then it's gonna be up from there.
Yeah, can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that.
Sorry, I cut you off. My bad.
No, I hate
in the past, right? The last couple GMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coaching, whatever, owner. The problem has been, and since Scott Perry has got in there, it's been completely different. Okay. The problem has, for too many years, we try to duplicate the good times of when Sacramento was at its pivotal, right? We tried too many times to go out and go get a Bobby Jackson type guard.
Mm-hmm.
We tried too many times to go out and get a Doug Christie type player, and he's just like, we'll go out and go get a Webb type player to restore that feeling from 2001, right?
Yeah.
Scott Perry's coming in here, and he's reinventing it all. I don't need a player that played like Bibby with a backup that was like Bobby. I don't need the Euro guy on the wing that was like Peja that can shoot, right? Too many times we have fell victim to trying to relive that situation. Let that die.
Okay.
Let that die out. Start from the ground up. And this is what we're doing with the young fellas.
We're doing it with if you notice, we keep circling back to them. I think here's my thing. My fear is that they don't play these dudes. I feel like one of them's gonna be in Stockton and one of them's gonna be on the bench, not getting no tick, getting 8 minutes a night, and we're gonna be like, why aren't we playing these dudes?
That's why I said what I said. I said when you have somebody like Nique that can play, offense and defense, you're not gonna have him buried on that bench.
You can't.
For what?
You can't.
You cannot. If you want to get some new blood in here, you want to recreate a winning Kings team. You can't do the old stuff you was doing beforehand. You can't go ahead and go to a 7-8 man rotation, bro, and just rely on that for 82 games out the year. Minus the cats that get injured. But go ahead. You say it goes back to what?
That goes back to when we're at this draft board. We're not drafting for potential at this moment. We're drafting. We need a hit. We can draft for potential a year from now, 2 years from now. Right now, we need a hit because it's been too many times where we've had to send Keon Alice to Bangkok, or we had to send Devin Carter to Reading to get some run. Like, we got to evaluate the talent better, right?
Well, and that's why I said that. Like,
and immediately when he came in, right, and immediately when he came in, okay, we got to hit on these draft picks, and so far, that's what it's looked like. That's what we hit when
I'm not gonna lie. If these boys produce like they've been playing in the summer league, like I said, outside of 1 or 2 games, I've only seen 2 games out of the 4 they played so far. And the first game I seen was the very first game, and that's when I was texting. And no disrespect to DC, I said ship his ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, and I still feel like this now to this day, he's going to have to prove me wrong. I still feel like the Kings reached for him as putting him a lottery pick.
Well, here's the thing.
He got hurt. I understand he got hurt. I understand he had the injury.
I don't feel like this current regime wouldn't have drafted that guy. And I heard that was
not at all.
Who?
Not at all. Not one bit.
I don't know if that was Monty Williams guy or that was Vivek's guy or somebody. Somebody even said the other day, was it Wes Wilcox, the assistant GM? I think his name was. He left. They said that was his pick. I don't know. Whoever wanted Devin Carter, I just don't think it's a fit. I think we should have.
It
I
didn't
think
fit
we
the
should have
kid.
kept
Yeah, it
Damian
didn't fit the
as
kids.
our, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
as our backup defensive point guard. You know what I mean? That can kind of, because he's a better point guard than Devin Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He is.
because
He
Devin
is.
Carter is really a scorer. He's coming in looking to score, and I don't think. Honestly,
Yeah.
too, I don't. He doesn't really look happy to me in the summer league. Maybe I'm tripping, but I don't think he's happy.
Hey, you know what?
Being asked to play.
I think he's playing out of position, bro.
I think he wants to score. I think he wants to be a scorer, and I think he wants the ball in his hands to, you know, be able to work that way.
He's definitely playing out of position.
Like, yeah, we need you to be a point, and he's really not that. And
He's not. I mean, I told you that I told y'all through text earlier today. I said, watching the game, I said, bro, he does not look comfortable playing that point guard position. And this is playing against some cats that might not make these teams.
These are just regular degulars, like
right,
Shanghai Shark, Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So if you're this weekend, they on the plane to Puerto Rico, and you can't play point guard against them, like.
And you're struggling to play point guard against these cats. You're struggling to bring the ball up to protect the ball, because there's a couple of little turnovers I've seen. I'm like, bruh, where are you throwing the ball to?
And I'm not hating on them, but it's just
no, I'm not neither. Not one bit. I feel like they tried to put him into a point guard position, and without them doing their due diligence on their homework, that he was an offensive player. You can see it. It looks like he just wants to score.
He wants to score. I think that's what he does naturally.
I could be wrong, but that's
Providence, right?
For me, observing
Providence, I believe, right? He played at Providence, correct?
Providence, yeah.
Wasn't that his thing? Like just scoring a basket?
He was scoring. Yeah, he was known for scoring,
shooting a three,
scoring and defense. Scoring and defense is what he was known for coming out of Providence, and I thought they drafted him based on because they needs at a guard that can play defense.
Maybe he does need to change the scenery. Because let me ask you this: do y'all think he's an NBA player? I mean, no shade, but do y'all think he's an NBA player?
At this point, now, no. At this point, no.
I'm kind of with you though, boy. I don't know. I'm not trying to like throw no shade or nothing.
And no hate, no hate whatsoever.
I don't know. Like I don't know yet.
He's at 30. He's at 30 the night, 17 a night.
You said what?
Yeah, 30 the other night, and then he had 17 tonight, and the shooting efficiency isn't that bad. Like,
well, I mean, listen, I hope that the year of coming in fully healthy this time, he doesn't have the shoulder injury. He didn't, he didn't come back. I think he played. He come into play until what, like December, I want to say, or sometime, or January after the first of the year, something like
February, I believe.
So I mean, he didn't get really a lot of reps during the preseason, during training camp, during the season. So hopefully, maybe he might prove us wrong. Maybe he might show, some signs of, okay, I see the reason why they picked him as a lottery pick. But right now, on the outside looking in and just seeing what I've been seeing of lately, and especially during some of these summer league games, I'm not really sold on bro just yet.
Fine. I'm not. What were your thoughts? You were saying, so you feel like he's getting better. He's showing. Is he showing you a spark that he can come in and contribute, or are you kind of seeing more of the same? Or what do you think? You feel like the 30 is a flash in the pan? Is that something he can do consistently? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I would be crazy to say he doesn't look more confident or better than he did last season in the summer league. Like, that's clear he does. He looks a lot more confident.
Okay.
Right? But again, this is a situation where it's going to take time. But we're in us as fans, we're so impatient because it's like, man, I got to see something right now.
But here's my thing. When you were a lottery pick, but you were a lottery pick.
Behind the ball.
My issue is he was a lottery pick.
Yeah, that was my only issue. He was a lottery pick too as well. I agree with you,
you know
still.
What I'm
saying? But we got came into an injury, so this is a thing that's going to take time. And luckily,
and that's why I said that.
Luckily, we're in the West. We're in the West. We're not going anywhere deep this year, fellas. Right? So this is an opportunity for him to actually show right now, up until All-Star break or next year, that you deserve to be on this team. I don't question his work ethic. I don't question any, but
it's
the mesh.
The only thing I do question is, can he fulfill the role and that the Kings are asking him to fill? Can he be that point guard? Can he be a distributor? Can he be somebody who, hey, we're not really asking you to score, but we need you to go play defense and go get these assists and play make? Can you do that? That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. We're going to see, though. But I do want to segue into something because you just said something. You said we're in the West and, pretty much implying that there's going to be a lot of tough competition. Teams got better. Let's kind of go here with Bradley Beal. He just got bought up by the Suns, and he's signing with the Clippers. Kind of like that roster right now.
Definitely.
James Harden, Bradley Beal.
Absolutely.
We forget another slept-on move. We just talking about slept-on move. John Collins, didn't he go down there?
John Collins is there. Yep, he sure
you still
is.
got Zubac.
Where LA?
Clippers.
Yes.
You got Zubac, and you still got Kawhi. I kind of like. Hey, them Clippers.
He's if Bradley Beal can stay healthy, he's an upgrade from what's called they had to ship out.
Absolutely.
I can't remember the name right now. But yeah, he's an upgrade. So if Bradley Beal can go ahead and be healthy and can contribute.
If him and Kawhi can stay healthy, look out for them in the West. And depending on who they play, depending on who they play, they might can make a run in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But
I want to say with KD, I apologize, y'all. I hate to cut off, but I want to say with KD and Book, I want to say he shot 50 from the field, 42, or so, it could be reverse. 50% from the field or 50, and then 42 from the three. I mean, my nigga, he gonna knock down a shot. Right now, he playing with Kawhi, Harden, like coming in healthy. Like, man, all I need you to do is.
I mean, that's only knock about him. Yeah, that's only knock about him. He got to stay healthy. If he stays healthy,
he had a lot of little great pickup for the
stuff.
For the he had a lot of little nagging injury. He was out. Like he had come back 2 games. He's out 3. Yeah. Come back 5. Now he's out 10. It was weird last year. He always had something going on. So look for that if he can stay healthy. But also too, we did.
I take that back. 55.8 from the 2 and 40% from 3. So I apologize.
Hey, y'all know just real quick. I mean, I don't want to go back to the Kings, but y'all know Zach LaVine shot 40% too from the 3. But I just want to let people to know that, you know what I'm saying? Because people act like he trash. Zach LaVine did shoot 40% from the 3. He was one of the best 3-point shooters last season. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that later. So Clippers, I do like what the Clippers did. We talked about Denver a little bit. I like what Denver did. Denver, and I was saying this. I think I was telling you, Dope Boy, last year. I'm like, man, I don't like their bench. Remember, I kept. Oh, you know who they got back too? They got Bruce Brown back.
Bruce Brown back. Yeah, I just said it. They got Bruce Brown back.
Yeah, Bruce Brown. All right. So I think Valanciunas. I think Valanciunas
getting what's called from us.
They were talking about Valanciunas was talking about going to Lithuania.
He can't,
but I think he's going to stay.
He can't because it's a contract dispute. So they say he can't go overseas and go play. From what I've been reading.
Well, nah, he can. But they were saying that they expect.
I thought there was something.
Nah, he can, but he's.
But I heard the reason why they traded for him was with the intentions of him staying in the NBA and playing behind.
I'm pretty sure he's going to stay. So Denver's going to be back. They got Jokic. You can never count him out. Who else got better? I'm interested to see what Luka looks like healthy. I mean,
Minnesota brought everybody back.
Luka in shape. Full year, full training camp. Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Now, Bron. All right, let's talk about him real quick. Because I think as time moves on and more things come out about this, I think he's going to be a Laker. But they're saying that he's a little, unhappy about certain things with the Lakers, not being consulted with certain things. And they're not coming to him. They didn't go to him about the AD Luka trade. They're not really consulting him about moves being made in the summer and things like that. Now Rich Paul's putting little seeds out there like he always do, controlling the narrative. Rich Paul, he does. So it's just kind of like we're in that season of, Bron's not happy. He had the hat on, welcome home while he's in Cleveland golfing. So he likes to play those little games like that. But just hypothetically, right? They said that I did see, and we saw today that the Mavericks are, I guess, if he was to be on the move, which I was telling y'all earlier, it would be a buyout because he's not getting traded. That the Mavericks would be the team that he would go to. Could you imagine a fully healthy lineup by next spring of Kyrie, LeBron, AD, Cooper Flag, Lively? Like what?
I won't even watch the NBA no more after that, bro. I won't.
Yeah, that's crazy. What?
I mean, hey, listen, it's just one of them situations like, bro, like, stop hood hopping, man. I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see the hood hopping.
Y'all know he wants to win another ring.
I don't give a damn. No, don't mess up that.
Ring.
Don't mess that chemistry up in Dallas, bro. Don't go there, man.
I don't think it'll mess. I mean, like I said, it would only be for like a year, or maybe 2 max.
Bro, I don't want this.
While Cooper Flag develops, while Cooper Flag develops.
Hey, ship his ass out east. Go out east somewhere, man, and go play. It's wide open out there.
Cleveland.
Bro.
They were saying Cleveland.
Go back home to Cleveland, bro.
I can see him going back there. I can see Cleveland.
To where?
Cleveland.
Well, I mean, Cleveland got a good squad.
That's what I said.
Go somewhere. Go back to Miami or something like that.
It's a watered down East next year. Boston's down.
Yeah, that's what I said. The East is wide. The East is wide open, champ. You want to go ahead, go somewhere, go over there. I don't want to see you in. I don't want to see you nowhere in Houston. I don't want to see you in Dallas. I don't want to see you in Denver. I don't want to see none of that, man.
I know the season just ended a few short weeks ago, man. But I'm excited about these new moves and I want to see how like these teams are going to respond, how they're going to gel together with their new teammates,
right?
And because I do feel like the West got stronger.
Let me ask y'all this then, since we're talking about this. I don't mean to interrupt you. How both of y'all? I want both of y'all to answer this because I don't like it. What happens if he did do that? How do you guys feel about that?
You want to go back to that? You don't like that?
I'm going back. I don't like that whatsoever.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I hate it.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I hate it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't be mad at it, bruh. Just to see it. Like
what?
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad.
Bro,
I wouldn't be mad at it.
We were going back to 2020.
Well, you're going back to play with 2 dudes you won a championship with. You won with Kyrie, you won with AD. So you're going back to play with those 2 guys. With a young Cooper Flag, and you got Biggs and Lively and Gafford. Like
I don't want to see it, bro. You're being a groupie at that point.
I want to see him with Curry.
Oh, of course you want to see that.
I wouldn't want to see that neither.
They did say the Warriors on that short list.
Yeah, they are.
They said Warriors. I saw Warriors, Clippers, Mavericks, and Cavs. Those are the 4 teams.
Clippers too.
Well, probably not.
Bro, you're trying to go.
Well, I did see Clippers.
A team.
I did see Clippers.
Come on, man.
But that was before Bradley Beal went there, so I don't know. But the Clippers were on that short list.
Teddy, how you feel about that, bro? Would you want to see that?
I'm just not like a big fan of this. Just like I get it, man. Right? You at the end of your career, and you at the end of the day, you want to compete. But damn,
boy, he's chasing that ghost, bro. He's trying to get past that 6. He tired of being compared to. Hey, Jordan got 6. He was 6-0. You got 4.
Well, he's
5.
He's not getting 6. He's not getting 6.
No, he need to worry about if Curry get 5. That's what he need to worry about. Because if Curry get 5, that conversation is going to spark up a lot farther than if he get 5 and is he closer to Jordan.
No, it's not.
You said it's not.
No, it's not.
You don't think so? What Curry's done to the game?
Only for Curry fans. Only for people who look at it that way. Those 2 KD championships, bro. Like.
I don't count that little dip.
KD was the best player. KD was the best player on that. KD was the best player. KD was the best player. Hold on, let me finish. KD was the best player on those 2 championship teams.
We know that.
And he was going to be the best player on that 3rd one before he popped his Achilles. He was the best player on that team. They wouldn't have won those championships without him.
KD has not been the second. KD has.
We're talking about
never in his life ever been the second best player on his team.
Never.
So. See, 4-5, you always do that. Like you always try to just come with something, but you're kind of like agreeing with me. So you're really not like helping. You're not helping your argument. Like you're not helping your argument. Like all I'm saying is they got their rings. Curry got his 4. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the 2 to me in my mind are like, if we're gonna put an asterisk, on the Mickey Mouse one,
Disney.
We put on the Mickey Mouse one.
Disney. Yeah,
I'm not putting an asterisk on the Curry one, but I kind of am. I'm like, y'all were too OP. Nobody was beating y'all, and everybody knew it. Nobody was beating that team.
Hey, so listen. So my thing was,
we knew on July 4th. We knew on July 4th. Was it 2027? That it's over. Give them the championship now, and they won. Like,
hey, so let me say this: if I still think they were gonna go ahead and win with KD not being on the team. Regardless, just because of the way the team was, they were going to win.
No, it wasn't like guaranteed. Like, nah,
they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't have doubled up. They wouldn't have doubled up, but they would have won them another one without KD. That team.
We'll never know. But you know what? No, hey, but you know why? You know why you can say we'll never know.
I agree.
You know why I can say that might not be true because don't forget Clay got hurt. So say they just ran back with him and he popped his Achilles too, or popped his ACL because he did ACL and Achilles. So he was already kind of wearing down. So
they both got hurt at the same time, huh?
Same time, yeah. I think they did.
That's great. Like, how does that happen?
So
like,
that's
crazy.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Curry and LeBron play together. I think they like each other. I think they're kind of like buddies now. They're kind of friends now. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think that would look really good.
They would probably have to come off Draymond, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, they would have to, definitely. It would definitely be a Draymond package for sure.
Although he does a lot of different things than LeBron does, though.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, because he's not shooting.
Nah, they wouldn't. Especially if it's a buyout. Like, nah, they wouldn't. Draymond wasn't going to.
Well, if it's a buyout, no, for sure. But if you have the trade,
it's going to have to be a buyout.
I think it's going to be a buyout. I don't think teams are necessarily too interested on taking a rental player for only a year or two.
No,
to
that's what I said.
roster.
No, that's what I said. It's either going to be a buyout.
Come over there to try to possibly win.
I told you earlier.
Try to win. You know
it's
what I mean?
either going to be a buyout or he's staying in LA. Lakers, like,
hey, Brian, come to Sacramento then if that's the case, bro.
I wish he's not getting traded though. He's not getting traded.
No, I'm being funny with
but
that.
But Warriors would be crazy. Mavericks, I could see the Cavs. The Clippers is the only one I'm like, that's kind of weird. I wouldn't mind.
No, that
New York.
That
I wouldn't mind New York.
Too,
I wouldn't mind the Knicks, but I didn't hear nothing about. See, a few weeks ago, people were saying something about the Knicks and LeBron, but now that kind of died down.
I heard Knicks too as well.
He was in New York at that time.
Yeah, exactly. For the Fanatics Fest or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like some noise around that time, but I don't know. So, all right, over under, LeBron stays a Laker. Or LeBron is going to be a Laker come season opener. Over under. Over he is, under he's not.
You said
he gonna be gone by the time the trade deadline come. If they don't
trade deadline in February,
they know if the Lakers don't contribute and they're somewhere in the middle pack or bottom half of the Western Conference Finals, or I mean Western Conference standing, should I say? Sorry, I don't see them holding on to them. You know what I'm saying? Because
they're gonna be exactly where it was this year.
I feel like that too as well.
They didn't
feel like
exactly.
That's probably the reason
I ain't
why
gonna lie to y'all though.
feels.
I don't know if y'all was paying attention. I know it's only been a few short months. The Lakers, there were people who were picking them to come out the West for a little bit. Like,
they were what?
There were people picking them to come out the West.
Well, now they got 8.
The other
no. I'm talking about Luka. I'm talking about the Luka. They were looking good for a minute. Like, they were looking cool for a minute.
Yeah.
You talking about last season, right?
I'm talking about the end of last season, going into the playoffs.
Yeah,
man, a lot of that,
for sure.
Injury and coaching, bro, killed them.
Right, but now that we got a dose of it, right? We got a dose of it. We see Luka can't slide his feet. We
can't play defense.
He cannot. They're not a good defensive team.
So now, and other teams have made the little changes here and there. Like the Lakers have made. I feel like the Kings have damn near had a better offseason than the damn Lakers.
You know why I'm not? To be honest, you know why I'm still not counting the Lakers out though, because LeBron did average 24 and 8 assists. Luka's averaging
and they got Luka.
But
now
but also
Aiden.
too,
now
again, I'm really high. I think I'm higher on Austin Reeves than a lot of people are. I'm high on Austin Reeves, and don't sleep on DeAndre Ayton joining that team. He don't got to be a superstar, but he's going to average about 14 and 12 a night. Lobs, blocks.
I hope he doesn't bring the same mentality that he brought to Phoenix. And
JJ's not having that. You're gonna be out of there. JJ Redick, he's not having that. JJ's kind of hard nosed. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, we could tell for sure. But who's gonna be the player to reel him back in? Because it seemed like every place he's been, he is. Well, I mean,
it does seem like there's some issues there.
Portland was too young, and the only person that could probably reel him back in was Chauncey, and you see he wasn't listening to him. Yeah, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? So he's a good player.
Between 5 and 8.
5 and 8 getting bounced out. Win. What round?
Mm-hmm.
If they finish 5 and 8, which round you think they getting bounced out?
Play. Remember, Luka was hurt that first.
He was.
That's what I'm saying. Luka's unguardable. Ain't nobody guarding Luka.
No, but the problem is he can't play defense. He can't guard nobody neither. So
he can, but he gonna cancel. He gonna cancel.
You got an older LeBron who his defense is down there.
No, you're right. You're right. But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
Aiden, you telling me you gonna trust Aiden? 82 games?
I gotta see it. Let me see it.
I gotta see it too as well.
Let me see it. Let me see it with JJ
So-
Redick's coaching, because again, Ayton's gonna have to buy in or he's gonna be out of there. So
I agree.
I feel like
110%.
Ayton can run the floor. He can block shots. He's tall. He's a full 7 feet. You know what I'm saying? And he can run the pick and roll,
go up there and go
lobs,
get it, guy.
and he can rebound. Ayton can play basketball. Let's not forget he was a number 1 pick. Let's not forget he was a number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah,
so
definitely. I think people just forget about it because he got shipped out of Phoenix and went up there to Portland. And
again, like I
really
said, I'm higher
like
on
that.
Austin Reeves than a lot of people. I think he's damn good. Austin Reeves is
He can't play no defense.
really
he
good.
can't play no defense neither.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna see though. We're gonna see they still won a lot of games, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So who else? Is anybody else I want to talk about before we get up out of here? Anybody else who made moves? The East is kind of nobody really did anything out there. Boston pretty much blow up. A sleeper
Detroit
team
made some good moves.
out East. A sleeper team out
the Hawks
East.
made some good moves. Hawks made some good moves too.
The
As
Hawks
well
made
to
some
keep
decent moves.
Trey happy.
Did Miami pick up somebody? Oh, Norman Powell. I like it.
Norman Powell
It may not sound like too much, but I like it for the East.
Yeah.
For Miami, for that team, I like that rookie. Is it Khalil Ware or something? What was his name? Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Second year now.
He
But
got to stay motivated.
hey,
he's one of the ones that he falls off too quick.
See, one thing that I realized about Miami, they're going to keep all the pieces around where all they have to do is always make one move.
Yeah, plug in.
To get them in that 1 or 2 in the East or 3.
Yeah.
They always keep all the pieces around all the way until they get that one player that they've been
missing. What's going to be interesting too?
So they ain't going nowhere.
You know what's going to be interesting?
Not at all.
I know like nobody's really thinking about him right now because he's hurt and he's probably not going to play at all next season. But the following season, whoever gets Dame Lillard, that's going to be interesting. He's going to
be a year older though.
Older, but he's still older Achilles, but he's still gonna be able
they're teams talking about reaching out to him right now to get him signed.
Oh, for sure.
I know Golden State was one of them. Hey, come on back to the Bay, man. Come on home, bro.
I was thinking Warriors.
Play with Stephen for a minute. You know what I mean?
Warriors.
I heard there was talks about him coming to the Lakers at one point. I know they was trying to get LeBron to go ahead and recruit him up over there. I don't know if that's gonna work.
I saw
now that LeBron's in this little dilemma.
Warriors. What else did I see?
Warriors, Lakers.
I didn't see Lakers. Yeah,
Lakers. Yeah, they've been talking
I saw
about him.
Miami.
I saw him on there. I saw him at first. Yeah,
I saw
too.
Miami. I saw Warriors. I think I saw like one other team.
Miami for sure.
But that's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting though.
Was Orlando on there?
I didn't see Orlando. Don't sleep on them in the East. I like Bane. That's what I'm saying. These one little move, like these little 2-guard moves with the Powells and the Baines and the Beals, and I'm telling you, like those moves are gonna be very important to those teams that they went to, because now those teams have shooters. They have guys who can score. Those are really like third guys now, because Bane's gonna be like a third guy to Franz Wagner and Paulo. You know, Beal's gonna be a third guy to Harden and Kawhi. So you know, it's gonna be interesting. I'm next season already. We ain't even got the football season yet. I'm talking about next NBA season.
Yeah,
so we got a ways to go. But we're gonna hit y'all with the summer content. We got a lot of good content, a lot of good ideas, a lot of good topics that we want to cover and talk about. So we're gonna keep it lit the whole summer. We just want to hop on here real quick. We want a whole hour again, man. You know, once we get to talking, you know what I'm saying, we love this hoop shit. So definitely didn't plan on going this long. I didn't anyway, but we did. So we're gonna get back at y'all real soon. On that No Rim, I go by the name of stuff. We got Teddy White45, Dope Boy Bush. Follow us on Twitter. We only got like 3 followers on that motherfucker. So go follow us on that No Rim Twitter. We're still building the TikTok up right now too. So you know what I'm saying? It really helped the algorithm if y'all just like the video, comment, show your support, man. For us,
thumbs up and subscribe.
Us moving forward, it really help us grow on these platforms, man. But we're gonna get back at y'all next video. Y'all got anything to say before we go?
Nah, tap in.
Tap in, man. Tap in.
On that no rim.
Let's go.